Live from the campus of Darien High School, this is Varsity Boys Basketball on the DAF Media Network. Hello everyone, my name is Ted Brennan, and thank you for joining us here on the DAF Media Network. We're going to have the national anthem real quick. Take two on the campus of Darien High School. This is Varsity Boys Basketball on the DAF Media Network. Today we have the Fairfield Warde Mustangs going up against the Darien Blue Wave. Hello everyone, my name is Ted Brennan. Joining me today is Trey Cahill. And Trey, we have a great matchup between two good teams. Warde coming into this matchup 2-3, and Darien coming into this matchup 1-1.
Yeah, and Fairfield Warde coming off a win last time against Wilton, 56-54, where Jack Plesser hit the game winner. And Darien's trying to get their second win here. They only won one game last year, might I add. But we've been saying for the last 2 years that this team has been young, and I feel like this year and next year, this team's chance to shine.
Plesser had a open layup to win the game for the Mustangs, and he picked it up, winning 56-54. Darien's lone win on the season coming against Danbury 63-55, excuse me. Their last game was against St. Joe's. They lost that game 63-54. Starting lineups for today's contest. For the Warde Mustangs, as Warde will win the tip. Number 2, Damian Vale. Number 3, Ethan Mangano. Number 13, Jack Plesser. Number 24, Evan DeFonce. And number 25, Robert Betts. Warde moving the ball around nicely. Good defense early on from Darien. That's a 3-ball. Darien will get possession. And on Darien's side of things, starting lineup, number 2, Amir Preston. Number 10, Miles Drake. Number 14, Simeon Dahl, getting his first start of the year. Number 23, Carson Drake. And number 34, Brian Kiskin.
Two big men here for Darien, and Kiskin and Carson Drake.
Preston tried to find a cutting Drake, but that's no good, and a turnover from Preston early on. Step back. No good. Darien ball. The miss there coming from DeFonce. That was a nice little step back there to create some space, but unfortunately for DeFonce, it could not and would not go down.
Yeah, Warde's had some good chances so far off 2 attempts, but they just haven't gone in the basket yet.
Miles Drake, the junior now, has played varsity for 3 years here at Darien. He's been such a consistent and good player for Darien. Preston now, top of the key. Tries to get to Drake inside. Drake goes up. That's no good. Rebound. Warde. That's DeFonce. 3-ball. No good. Kiskin with the rebound. Drake, pull up. That's good from the free throw line. Miles Drake.
Great play by Drake there, and Darien's gotten accustomed to him making great plays like that. Again, his 3rd year on varsity.
Miles Drake, the leading scorer for this Darien team with 19 points a game. Inside, a little too far, and that's going to go off the foot of Plesser. Turnover credited to Betts. Darien is coached by Sharoy Bentley, back from a 1-year absence after stepping away from coaching. On the bench, he's joined by assistant varsity coach Sam Wilson, JV coach Rashid Sofian, and freshman coach Alex Serena. Simeon Dahl on the wing. He's going to let a 3 go. That's good. Simeon Dahl from long.
Simeon Dahl, only a sophomore, also a pitcher in baseball, as he gets the rebound there, too.
Dahl with a rebound. They're going the other way now. Preston kicks it out to Drake. Back to Preston. A little 2-man game. That's no good. And it's going to stay Darien way. And if you're Preston, that's the shot you want to take. He was open. Unfortunately, Kind rim not helping him out there. And Preston's going to be called for the travel. And Trey, something that I like about this Darien team is that they have 3 primary ball handlers, so they can go any which way with the ball. They're not using one specific player to bring up the ball. They have Dahl, Drake, and Preston all bringing up the ball.
Yeah, they have a great contrast of speed and strength on this starting 5.
Drake with the block there. Dahl going the other way. That's no good. Rebound, Betts. And a foul there by Kiskin on Plesser.
Foul call on Ryan Kiskin.
Plesser will head to the line.
Shooting 2, Jack Plesser.
This is the start Darien's needed to get to. Tough loss last game against St. Joe's.
Plesser will hit the first. Plesser goes 2 for 2 from the line. Darien early 5-2 lead. War is pressing here. Dahl's going to bring it to the corner, finds Drake, Carson Drake inside. He's going to back down the smaller defender. That's good. Carson Drake.
Darien already looks like a more comfortable team this season. They look like they've been together for a while, and most of these guys have, with the exception of Dole.
Preston, Kiskin, and both Drakes have been playing together for a long time, at least 2 years here on varsity, as a turnover there from Ward. And Trey, something that was recently given out by the Darien Athletic Department is that fans can now be in attendance, or at least parents can be in attendance to the game, so that should add some extra energy to this Darien team.
Yeah, it's definitely great to see. It's tough for some of these teams to not have fans, and that's part of a lot of teams' success is their fans and bringing energy to the stadium or to the court.
That's a moving screen on Carson Drake. He'll be credited with a foul.
Offensive foul, Carson Drake.
And that'll take us into our mask break, where now we can look at the keys to the game for each team. Trey.
Well, it's the keys to the game are going to definitely be start the game off aggressive for Darien, play the full 32 minutes and make shots early. While for Ward, it's going to be take Darien out mentally early and keep the foot on the gas pedal, win the rebound game, as Darien has 2 big men in their starting 5 in Kiskin and Carson Drake.
That graphic is brought to you by our graphics team, specifically Braden Shank doing a great job with our graphics. And Trey, you mentioned that Fairfield Warde has to win the rebound game, and you mentioned because of those two twin towers, I guess you could say, in Drake and Kiskin manning the middle.
Yeah, and for example, right now, the tallest guy on Ward's team right now, or on the floor, is Devons, who is 6'2", or at least listed at that.
And one of the good things about this Darien team is that they can pull one of the 2 towers out and replace it with an equal, as that ball is going to be no good, rebound by Kiskin. But they can put in a sophomore, Jack Barber, who is equally as good and equally as tall as both Drake and Kiskin. That's one of the things that I think you'll see about this Darien team this year is that they have a lot more depth than they did last year.
Yeah, and their youth from the past 2 years is finally starting to pay off.
That's no good. And Preston will draw the charge, and that's going the other way.
Offensive foul, John Gladstone. John's first, team second.
John Gladstone will pick up the foul call there. Barber and Depp will check in, both sophomores, now running a 3 sophomore rotation here. Preston and Kiskin will check out. And that's a luxury that I'm sure Coach Bentley loves to have, Trey, having young guys who he can put in and trust.
Yeah, and it not only helps him for this season, but it helps him for seasons coming on, getting these guys quality varsity minutes.
Great ball movement there. Unfortunately, Dahl was short, and it's going the other way. Ward inside, pretty move. No good. Rebound, Depp. Drake inside. That's no good. Rebound, Carson Drake. And a turnover there. And foul will be called there. Drake will pick up the foul.
So far for Ward here, they're not taking bad shots. They haven't found their luck yet.
Having a bit of trouble taking the lid off the rim. Three ball, no good. Rebound Drake. Gladstone unable to hit that one. Dahl inside, no good. Depp snags that one. Drake in the corner, no. Top of the key. And that one's right to Dahl, who unfortunately gives that one right back. And here comes Gladstone. Little Euro step, and that's in for Gladstone. That was a pretty move there. Gladstone did a nice little Euro step around Drake, around Miles Drake, who was trying to take the charge. That one is short, no good from Miles Drake. He's going to take a high volume of shots as he's averaging 18. That's up, no good. Excuse me, 19. That's no good from Mangano. Depp is trapped, and it's stolen there by Gladstone.
It's Gladstone's second steal of this first quarter.
Jack Pleasant checks back in, and Amir Preston for Darien.
Preston will check in.
Jimmy Fiorito in for Darien as well, number 32.
Preston will check in, as will John Fiorita. Fiorita was a good high-energy player off the bench last year for this Darien squad. Free ball from Plesser. No good. Rebound Preston. .20 seconds here remaining in this opening period. 7-4 the score in favor of Darien. Parson Drake's up top. He's not going to shoot that.
I think Fairfield Warde realized that and started pressing a bit.
Dahl's going to hold it for the last shot, it looks like. Dahl, no good. Got double teamed, tried to get it to Barber, and Barber gave it right back. So after one, the score is 7-4 in favor of Darien. We're going to take a short break and be back on the DAF Media Network in a moment.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are On the Stage. We are At the Big Games. We are On the Field. We are In the Gym. We are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. After one, Darien has the lead 7-4. But Trey, the story of this game has been missed shots from both sides.
Yeah, Warde was just 1 for 11 from the field, 0 for 6 from three-point play. And they weren't taking bad shots, none of them were falling.
Darien 3 for 11 with 1 3-ball. And Mangano gets the tip there. Tried to save that. No good. Preston the other way. Preston, that's no good.
Great move there by Preston regardless to get to the basket.
3-ball, that's good. Cans it from deep. That's Gladstone. 3-ball. Darien trying to get something started here. Dahl, short side wing. High screen from Barber. Preston's going to take a long three. That's short. Here comes Warde. There was a hand in the lane for Darien. Tried to save it.
Jimmy Fiorito checks back in.
Three ball again. That's no good from Gladstone. Barber with a rebound. Warde in a man defense here.
Darien's got to try and get this ball inside because right now Warde cannot compete with Darien's height.
Offensive foul called on Miles Drake.
Miles Drake, call for the offensive.
Coach Bentley is upset at that call, saying that he was fouled, or that Drake was fouled first. Vial is with the ball now. Darien also in a man. They're switching nicely.
Warde moving the ball around nicely here.
Warde likes to take it in that corner as Dahl will get his second steal of the game. Ward tries to get it into that corner to shoot the 3 ball.
Yeah, they've liked the 3 so far, but they're only 1 for 8.
That was a good pass from Preston. Trying to get the rolling Barber. Drake inside. He'll get the foul. He won't get the friendly roll, but Trey, that's exactly what you were talking about, getting it inside because they just can't compete. Foul on Mangano.
It's Ward's second team foul so far.
Drake hits the first. Junior captain. Kiskin will check in for Barber. And Drake will hit the second. Now Trey, in all the games we've called, Carson Drake has struggled with free throws, but that time looked really good.
And that just goes back to the point I made earlier that Darien just looks like a whole different team than they have the last 2 years. They look much more confident. They look like an actual winning team.
Pull up from the free throw line, no good. Rebound Preston. He missed there from Vial. Preston, 18-footer, that's good. Preston gets on the board here. Darien in a press. Steal by Fiorita. He's on the floor. That's what he does.
Fiorita, such a good defender there. Shows why with the steal.
We're going to take a short break as a timeout has been called. We'll be back with the DAF Media Network in just a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, the score is 11-7 in favor of Darien. And Trey, this is definitely a different team, especially comparing them to last year. Seeing a lot more confidence out of this team.
Yeah, and they still got a couple youthful guys, and especially in Dole, who's only a sophomore. I feel like this is just the start for Darien basketball.
Dahl had to get that to Preston. And Preston will draw the foul there. Preston is so crafty. We've seen him draw tons of fouls. And he picks, or he gets another one called for him there. Preston had to get that one to Dahl.
Great containment there by Ward on the inbound.
And Preston tried to shoot that, but Kiskin's right there for the rebound. And he puts it up and in for his first points of the game. Tempted to call that an assist, but that's no good. Rebound Drake. Preston's talking with Fiorita on the court, trying to tell him to come to him.
It's kind of funny there.
Preston finds Kiskin backing down. No good. And it's going to be Darien ball. And there will be a mask break. So we're going to take another short break here. We'll be back with more action in just a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, a little under 4 minutes remaining. Darien, 6-point lead. Looked like Fiorito was going to pull that one. Decides to hang on. Dahl trying to get it to Drake in the post. And Drake's going to get another foul call there. Jay, we've mentioned it a couple times already, but Darien is going to want to get it into that post.
Yeah, and like straight up, Fairfield Warde is outmatched height-wise by Drake and also Kiskin. They're going to foul every time. That was Mangano's second foul.
No good on that first free throw. We might have jinxed him a little bit after going 2 for 2 from the line. And bit of a mishap there. Line violation. So Drake will get another opportunity. Unable to cash in on that one. So Trey, I think we jinxed him there. Gladstone. Deep three from downtown.
He's now 1 for 2 from 3-point range.
Damian Vile from the next town over. And Preston steps out of bounds there. That's his third turnover. Try, I have to admit, when I saw that shot from Vial, I thought that was way out of his range.
Yeah, I was like, again, here's another missed 3 from Ward, but that one actually went in.
Here's another 3. That's no good. Rebound goes to Ward. Up and under. Foul on Kiskin. Good move there from Plesser. Kiskin will pick up his second. That one is good for Plesser.
He's now 3 for 3 from the line.
Don't want to put him on the line anymore, Darien, as so far he's been 100%.
Very interesting here. Ward, after the first free throw, always switches out their guys on the line for their smaller guys, which I've never seen that.
Remains 100%. Sure, if I had to guess, they probably want their big man back if they're going to press after a made shot. And Barber was handling the ball there. That's no good. Fiorito tried to hit it off a defender. Plesser right back to him, but he's out of bounds. Crazy set of events there. And if you're Coach Bentley, I'm sure you are not happy with Barber trying to handle that ball as much as he did.
Ward now, at one point, was on the full 5 men in the backcourt.
And a travel is called on Drake, although it looked like he was pushed. But of course, the referee has the best angle over there.
Little sloppy play here from Darien as of late. You can kind of sense the momentum's going a little bit toward here.
7 turnovers here in this first half, 4 coming this quarter. Gladstone, little floater, doesn't get the friendly roll. Drake with a rebound. That's Carson's third here. Gladstone putting pressure on Dahl. High screen. And Fiorita will be called for a travel. Looked like his foot slipped there. And yet another turnover here. That's Fiorita's second in this quarter alone. Schmidt will check in for Betts.
Darien's got to relax here. They're getting a little antsy and it's causing turnovers.
Inside. Looked like Davis Depp got the strip and he was able to knock that one out of bounds. It was a good move to get inside by Ward as they trap in the corner. Trey, we've seen that before, that Darien's getting caught in the corner. Ward is doing a great job closing out on that press. They forced a lot of mistakes here. Could account for the number of turnovers we've seen.
Confused on who that foul was on.
Looks like the refs are also a little confused.
13. I think it was on
13. Plesser, yes. Preston will check in for Fiorita. Look at that. Straight to the ball handler. And Dahl telegraphed that pass. It's intercepted there.
Ward's got to capitalize on these turnovers as they're still down somehow.
Vial, another long three. That's no good. Rebound, Dahl. Vial not afraid to shoot it. Preston goes right into a double team. Foul on the floor. Trey, that's something we saw a lot from Preston last year. He has a tendency to get caught in double teams. So he may need to pick that up.
Yeah, and Darien likes to run most of their ball handling through Preston. I think Ward's caught on to that, and they've started to double team him.
Right now, Dahl, Carson Drake, Barber, Preston, and Depp are on the floor. Dahl and Preston more traditional ball handlers, as Preston will take that one. No good, can't take the lid off the basket. Plesser will pull. Bank is open. Plesser hits a three.
It's his first of the game, and that gives Ward their first lead of the game as well.
Plesser's got such an interesting shot. It's more like a push, as Preston, that's no good. Travel there from Curran. And Darien might have gotten lucky there, as it did not look like they were in position to defend.
Yeah, Darien's gotten lucky that Ward hasn't blown this game open yet, because there have been too many turnovers.
Preston is 1 of 7 tonight, which is not helping the cause, but he's been doing a lot extra. Drake no good. He gets his own miss. He's going to put that up. That's good. Carson Drake, the big fella. He's got 4. He's got 6, actually. And that's no good. And that'll take us to the end of the first half. The score is 15-15. Trey, what did you see out of this Ward team in the first half?
Well, I saw a lot of missed shots and some bad shots. They were taking a lot of threes, and it didn't look like to me that they had the three-point ability to be taking that many. They've only made 3 threes this game for way too many attempts. So Ward they've gotten turnovers. They've stolen the ball enough. They're about even on the rebound game. They just need to get some baskets to actually go in the basket.
And for the Darien side, they've had a tough time taking the lid off the basket in the second quarter. If I were them, I'd look to hit Drake a little bit more. Both Drakes actually. Carson Drake has 6 points. He's 2 of 3 from the field. Miles Drake only 1 of 4 from the floor. But he's only taken 4 shots, and he's your leading scorer. So you're going to look for him to score and facilitate. That'll do it for the first half. We'll be back with second half action here on the DAF Media Network.
If you live in Darien, most likely you've benefited from the Darien Foundation. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4 million in grants to the Darien Emergency Services, public schools, and community organizations.
My husband and I are so happy to be raising our 4 young children in Darien. Over the years, I have admired the projects that the Darien Foundation has supported, and I'm excited to be a member of the board helping to further support the Foundation's mission. Kids' eyes light up when they talk about learning and eating in the edible garden at Tokenique School. And as a family, we've had so much fun watching varsity field hockey and lacrosse games under the Darien High School stadium lights. It certainly gives us peace of mind to know that if and when the next storm hits town, the Darien Library will always have power thanks to the Darien Foundation providing a generator.
As a resource, the Darien Foundation is unique within Fairfield County and indeed unique on a national level. For 20 years, the Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien and offering our community organizations, emergency services, and schools a local resource to help them pursue innovation and excellence. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building a better Darien together.
Back here on the DAF Media Network, the score is tied at halftime, 15-15. I'm going to give a shout out to our production crew doing a great job so far. Our graphics organizer is Braden Shank. Our IR is Mackenzie O'Shea. Director Sarah Bogdan. And cameras Luke and Will Damel. Teams have switched sides here. Ward in the black and red going from right to left. Darien in the blue and white, as that's a good move inside there from DeFonts. Gets the scoring open. Darien going from left to right, of course, in the blue and white.
That's what Ward needs to do. They were only 3 for 13 on three-point play in the first half, but they were 4 for 19 from the field.
Drake, no good. Trying to feed it inside to Carson. DeFonts will let one go. That's good. Evan DeFonts with the trifecta.
DeFonts now 2 for 4 from the field, 1 for 2 from three-point play.
5-0 run for Ward to start this half. Dahl will take it inside. That's no good. Rebound DeFonts. Stolen right back by Dahl.
Darien really hasn't seemed as comfortable as they did in the first quarter. They haven't really been able to get anything going. A lot of turnovers, but yet so is Ward too.
Barber will check in for Kiskin.
Foul on Jack Plesser, Jack's second.
Plesser will pick up his second. And stolen there by DeFonts. DeFonts has been everywhere early on in this second half.
Yeah, he's been great on defense too this tonight. 3 rebounds on 6. Sorry, my bad. 3 steals and 6 rebounds.
Wow. Crafty move, no good by Mangano. Miles Drake with the rebound. He's going to let one fly. That's good. Miles Drake.
Yeah, that's the momentum Darien needs right there. Get a good 3 from their leading scorer.
That's what I talked about earlier, is getting Drake the ball. Cuts the lead to 2. Mangano gets it to Vial. Vial's going to let one fly. No good. Rebound Preston. Vial has all the confidence in the world after hitting that long three-pointer earlier in this game.
That's Mangano's 3rd foul right now, as he's going to take a seat.
Gladstone will check in for Mangano. On the floor. Yes, sir! Simeon Dahl with a highlight play. Long 3. In and out. Rebound Barber. That was a nice play there from Dahl, getting the defender to fall and hitting a 3 in his face. As he falls away that time, that's no good. Rebound Drake. Drake up and in. Carson Drake, the big fella. He's got 8.
That's what you have your big men for. Get those offensive rebounds. That can really push the momentum of the game.
Dahl will pick up a foul there on the reach. Actually, Miles Drake, he'll pick up his 3rd. Vial will hit the 1st. Vial will hit the 2nd. The lead is down to 1 for Darien.
Ward an impressive 100% from the free throw line tonight, 6 for 6.
Sherry, one thing I got to mention, for an FCX game, this is a very low scoring affair.
Yeah, a lot of defense, also a lot of offensive mistakes on turnovers.
Just saw another one there from Dahl. But as you were saying, a lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes here on offense leads to this low-scoring game. Only 45 points combined from both teams. That's a score that you would expect to have at halftime in an FCAC match. Gladstone inside. Gets the charge. Barber will get the charge there. Gladstone will pick up his third. Great play there from Barber.
2 Ward players now with 3 fouls in Gladstone and Mangano.
Curran will check in as Mangano and Gladstone have 3 apiece. I just want to reiterate how good of a play that was from Barber, not putting his hands up and just just taking the contact for the foul. Depp on that far side. Not a primary ball handler, but can definitely handle the rock.
It's like Darien can't really get anything going.
Drake long 3, that's no good. Felt like he had to force something up there. Swing to the corner. Wouldn't be surprised if VL popped one from here. He won't, that's a smart shot. Long 3 from Curran, and he gets it. Puts Ward back up 2.
Darien is not, or Ward, one sec. No.
Miles Drake answers right back.
What I'm saying is Ward has not been good on 3-point play, but once they get into like almost half court, they're money.
And another charge drawn by Barber. Sacrificing his body. And we will take a mask break. We'll be back with some more third quarter action in just a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, Trey bringing you some stats. What you got, Trey?
So after an abysmal 3 for 13 from 3-point play start for Ward, Ward's now 2 for 3 from 3-point play. And when they came out here, they were warming up on those 3-point shots. Obviously, they weren't happy with their success rate in the first half.
Here's Depp. Depp, a good move from the sophomore.
Great move there by Defonce.
Defonce has been everywhere in this second half.
That's his 3rd basket of the game.
Drake almost lost it for a moment, gets it back. Whoa, pulling out the handles, 18-footer, that's no good. Or 15-footer, excuse me. Oh, good move. But he smokes the layup. Schmidt unable to hit that one. Great backdoor cut from Schmidt, but he just missed the layup.
Almost even better pass there by Karan.
And Barber's going to get called for an offensive foul here. No idea why. It's one of the things with the mask. It's tough to hear.
I don't think Troy Bentley even knows why.
Illegal screen. Thank you to Anthony Sweeney, the Darien PA man. Ward Moving the ball nicely. That's a turnover there. Good defense from Darien. Betts will check back in for Ward. He's the tallest player on this roster, and he has the tough assignment of guarding all three big men, essentially. Bad pass there from Dahl. Schmidt. That's no good. Dahl with a rebound. Dahl has 4 turnovers on the night.
Looks like Coach Ryan Swaller going for some extra height here with the Fonts and Betts on the floor at the same time. This is the first time they've been on the floor at the same time today. And I might add that Ryan Swaller played at UConn for the famous Coach Calhoun.
I'm sure he's got a lot of knowledge in there from Coach Calhoun. This is his 12th season coaching. Miles Drake gave it up to Dahl. And 5-second call there on Depp. For those of you who don't know what the 5-second call is, it's essentially when a player holds the ball and the defender is in his area, and the offensive player holds the ball for 5 seconds without making a move to get some space. So that is a turnover on Depp. And timeout will be called by Swaller, and we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Trey, 2 days ago when we were calling the St. Joe's versus Darien girls game, we saw a double-double happen. 14 points, 14 boards for Isabel Casucci. But in this game, looks like we could have another double-double. Carson Drake right now, 8 points, 7 boards.
Yeah, and I remember 2 days ago we said our closest double-double before that was Carson Drake last year. He would be the best candidate on this roster for a double-double.
And right now he's showing that he's the best candidate. Gladstone is checked back in even though he has 3. Ward moving the ball around. A little chaotic, but they still have it.
Doesn't seem like they can really find a hole in this Darien defense.
Darien's doing a good job. Steal there by Drake. Here comes Miles and the wave. Miles up and in. No good, but rebound by Carson Drake. The big fella with a dime. Carson Drake with the offensive board.
I said in the beginning of the game that Ward needs to beat Darien on the boards, and right now they're not winning the board play.
Barber picks up the points there off of the nice assist from Carson Drake. You can see Carson in the bottom of your screen. He's clapping. He's trying to make some noise to get Fairfield off their rhythm. Drake tried to get it off at half court, but good defense there stopped that. So after 3, Darien has a 3-point lead, 30-27. We're going to be back in just a moment with the fourth quarter soon underway. Back here on the DAF Media Network, we're getting a great shot of that Darien huddle. Coach Roy Bentley back in that huddle after a year away from Darien. And he's looking to bring Darien back to relevancy after a tough 1-19 season last year.
Yeah, and Darien could be 1 quarter away from their second win here, doubling their win total from last year.
We will see what happens in this fourth quarter. That is just now getting underway here on the DAF Media Network. There was a block there. We were a little covered by the referee. I believe Mangano got the block there. Aggressive play from Mangano considering that he has 3. Drake throws that one away. He was in a shot attempt. Here comes Vial. And Preston picks up the charge. That's the 4th charge we've seen today. I know that's one thing that Coach Roy Bentley preaches in practice. 2 years ago, I got to interview him and I got to talk to him a little bit about, his defensive schemes. He loves making players take charges. Takes away possessions from the other team. Depp almost threw that one away. Preston's right there. Here's Drake. Ooh, that one did not look good coming out of the hands, and it did not have a happy ending. Miles Drake 2 for 5 from the arc.
If I'm Ward right now, I'm looking just for an easy bucket here. No threes. Exactly like that. Just has to go in.
Presser unable to get that one from the free throw line. Mangano with the rebound. Good head fake there. No good there from Betts. Rebound Barber. Good defense there by Depp, who was a little undersized on the taller Betts. Right there to Carson Drake, who gets his 10th point, or his 10th bucket, or points of the game. His 4th bucket. He's 2 rebounds away from the double-double.
Darien getting comfortable again like they were in the first quarter. If they can stay this comfortable throughout the game, they're going to be a force to reckon with in the FCAC for a long time.
That was a broken play there. Carson Drake, no good. Drake pretty efficient, 4 of 6 from the field. He made 4 consecutive shots up till that point. Mangano. Bad pass there. Kiskin with the tip. I believe Preston will get credited. Or no, Kiskin will get credited with the steal. Preston in the corner. Finds Depp. Depp will let that one go. That's no good. And that's back-to-back air balls on 3s from Darien. Trey, if you're Darien, do you want to take those 3s or do you want to find a better shot?
It looked like a good shot. I saw Depp come off his defender, and it looked like a good shot. I feel like he just misread the distance.
Short-armed it a little bit, perhaps. That would have been really nice for Darien's lead. Long 3. That's short, rebound Kiskin. If you're Ward, you can't be taking those long 3s. You're going to dig yourself in a hole that you can't climb out of. Depp, take that one and give it to Miles Drake. Carson backing down Schmidt, the undersized defender. Up and in, the big fella. Carson Drake having himself a night. 12 points and 8 boards so far. And Kiskin will pick up his third.
Carson Drake, we have had the pleasure of watching him progress throughout the years, and he has turned into an absolute beast on the boards and inside the paint.
That last foul sucked the energy right out of the building. Looked like Darien had a ton of momentum, but the crowd went silent, and the bench as well. Still a 7-point lead for Darien, unless Mangano can hit that one, which he does. Drains it. Cuts the lead to 4. Mangano with a 3. Drake up and under. Carson Drake, another basket inside. Plesser tried to get it over 2 defenders, but a great rebound from Preston snatched that one. With the long reach that he has, helps him as a wide receiver. He's going to Springfield College next year to play football. And an offensive foul will be called as we take a mask break. Back here on the DAF Media Network here in a moment. Back here on the DAF Media Network, Darien has a 6-point lead with 3 minutes remaining. Ward has the ball after the offensive foul by Preston.
It's going to come down to a close game here, Ted.
Mangano will try another 3. That's no good. Drake with his 9th rebound. Double-double watch. There is no shot clock in the state of Connecticut, so I'm sure Darien's going to try to waste as much time as possible. And another 5-second call there by Darien. Curran, great job containing Drake.
Fairfield Warde has stepped up their field goal percentage since the first half. They went 4 for 19 in the first half. They're now shooting from 27% from the field.
That's only Drake's second turnover of the night. 3 ball from Vial. Cans it.
That's his second 3 of the game. He's now 2 for 4 from 3-point play. 2 for 6 from the field.
A timeout will be called here. And Trey, let's break down the last couple minutes of the game here. So Vial just hit another big 3, pulls them to within 3 points. Trey, if you're Darien, what are you looking to do in these last couple minutes?
Definitely trying to eat up as much clock as possible, and you definitely don't want to turn the ball over from a travel or a steal. And you want to get, I think you want to get to Miles Drake in the end. He's your best chance to get a shot off and get a good shot off. But the big part is just don't turn the ball over right now. Turnovers is what lose games at this stage of the game.
Darien has had a few turnovers here. I believe the count is up to about 14-15 right now. And they will have the ball here with 2 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in a close game. Trey, I know you said you want to get it to Miles Drake. He's definitely the primary ball handler, but
He's inbounding it.
you might want to get it to Carson Drake in the paint area as Barber will take it. That's a bad pass. Trey, turnovers. Just like we talked about. Barber picks up his second turnover.
And that's DeFonce's third steal of the game. He's been great on defense.
Miles Drake upset about that call, picks up his fourth. You could see Miles run down the court in exasperation.
You also don't want to have Ward on the line right now. They're 6 of 6 from the line.
Plesser hits his fifth. He's 5 of 5 from the line. Out of all players on this Fairfield Warde team, you do not want to put Plesser on the line. He is on fire from the line. Although I might have just jinxed him. The announcer curse lives on. They're going to get it to Carson. A little far. And a 1-and-1 there. That'll be 4 on Mangano.
See if they take Mangano out.
We are in the bonus. Carson Drake shooting 1-and-1.
Drake will shoot 1-and-1.
The game along with number 25 Davis Depp.
Fiorita and Depp will check in for Darien.
Good call here to bring in Fiorita. Good defensive player.
And that gets the friendly roll from Carson Drake. That one went straight up in the air and came right back down.
Look for Fiorita after this to press.
That one is no good. Big rebound, Barber. And that's going Ward's way.
Handball possession arrow black.
Interesting to see what Darien does on defense now with the 3-point lead. Fiorita's at midcourt right now.
I'm going to assume this was a purely defensive substitution, putting in Fiorita and Depp. DeFonce, long three. That's good! Tie game.
DeFonce 2 for 3 from the 3-point play.
Timeout by Darien. Tie game here with 2:11. We'll take a quick break. Back here on the DAF Media Network. And Trey, you told me something interesting over the break. We could have a second double-double watch?
Yeah, DeFonce right now, 10 points, 7 rebounds. He needs a little help on the rebound game, but definitely likely with 2 minutes, 11 seconds left.
Right now we have a battle of player of the game between Carson Drake and Evan DeFonce, because DeFonce has come on in the second half. Dahl and Miles Drake have checked back in purely for offense. Remember, there is no shot clock in the state of Connecticut. They're going to waste as much time as possible. Preston will draw the foul.
Looks like it's going to be on bets.
1-and-1 for Preston. Preston's got 2 points here on the night. Preston will go to line 4-2. Try to get Darien the lead and extend it if possible. Hits the first. Here's that defensive substitution we see, except they're taking Drake out of the game. I'm sure this is purely, again, for defense. Trying to get more speed on the wing. That's no good.
And you still got Jack Barber out there.
Preston goes 1 of 2 from the line. 1 point lead for Darien. Timeout called from Ward. And Trey, if you're Ward here, you don't want to take any unnecessary shots. We've seen them love the deep three, though.
Yeah, and they've turned it on a bit as of the second half with 3-point play, but still not the best percentage. So I would try and find a hole in this Darien defense and get a good quality shot off. You're only down by 1.
You don't want to rush anything as one possession, as it is a one-possession game, and one possession could change this entire game. Trey, we've seen a completely different second half from Fairfield Warde. They came out ready to go as they were able to keep it tied in a game they really should have been up in.
Yeah, I would say also we saw a little bit more scoring in the second half. It was kind of quiet in the first half. I think it was 15-15 going into halftime. Got a little bit more scoring here. I think both teams got a little more comfortable with their offense.
Both teams definitely took the lid off the basket. And Trey, this one is going to go down to the wire with 1:30-ish remaining here. Darien trying to pick up their second win. Ward trying to pick up their third win and move to 500. Vial almost dropped Preston. And they're going to leave Defonce wide open for 3. No good. Off Dahl's leg. Good play there by Curran.
Though we said no for Ward to not take good threes. That was a good shot by Defonce. He was wide open, just didn't go in.
If he didn't take that, I think we'd be more upset, as he almost took another one. Good move to blow by Barber. And Barber will pick up his second. And that's one of the things with this Darien team is that although they have height, their bigs are very slow.
Yeah, but I think they make up for it in their basically 3-guard setup. Right now, I guess you could call Fiorito small forward.
Inside presser. That's short. Rebound Fiorita. A minute remaining here. Darien up 1.
Foul called on Vial.
Vial.
That's his 4th of the game.
And
That's Damian Sport.
Coach
1-1.
Swaller. Coach Ryan Swaller is pissed off.
Ethan Mangano back.
Drake will check in for Barber. Mangano will check in. He's hit the...
Drake checks in for Depp.
Drake checks in for Depp. Yes, sorry. Preston gets another. He's got 4 points tonight.
Checks in for the Mustangs.
He's 2 of 3 from the line as of right now. 3 of 4 as he goes 2 for 2. He's got 5 points.
That was a big free throw there for Mir Preston to break this game a 3-point game instead of a 2-point game. Ward struggled a bit on 3-point play, even though they've taken a lot of shots.
Less than a minute remaining here. And Swaller will take a timeout. Now, Trey, we're going to break down this final minute here. If I'm Fairfield Warde, I'm going to Defonce.
Yeah, I would say no doubt. He's been 2 for 3 from 3-point play. He's their only player, actually. He's their only player with double-digit points, with 10 right now. And he's been all over the court today.
We saw on their last possession where Defonce had an open 3. There was a miscommunication there by Darien. A little bit of Yeah, definitely a miscommunication there by Darien. And if you're Ward, I'm sure you're trying to go back to that to try to get a miscommunication to get someone open, whether it's Vial, who's hit a couple threes in this game. We saw the one earlier in the first half, that long ball from I-95. And then DeFons has hit a few.
Yeah. And looks like they're going to have both Betts and DeFons out there for height, which has worked for Ward this game. As they've been otherwise outmatched by Darien's height.
One of the things about these fans is that now that they're here, they're letting you know that they're here. Vial with the ball, guarded by Preston. Screen from DeFons. DeFons, three, cans it! Big shot from DeFons.
It's his third three-pointer of the game so far.
All the confidence in the world. Timeout, Darien. Trey, there are 30 seconds left in this game. In your opinion, are you trying to hold for the last shot, or are you trying to get a quick shot up and then play defense?
I would say a quick shot up and play defense, especially if they have Fiorita and Depp in. We'll see if they come back onto the floor, but if they come back onto the floor, I'm definitely looking for easy two-point shot, wide open three if you have it, and then trust your defense, trust Fiorita, trust Amir Preston, trust Depp, and yeah.
That was the biggest shot all night from DeFons. He's got 13, am I correct?
Yeah, you are correct.
DeFons, he's got 13, and he's 3 of 5 from behind the arc. He has played a marvelous second half, because we really did not talk about him in this first half. And he might have been listening to us, and he said, you know what, I want to get on their radar. And he has definitely impressed us in this second half.
50% from the field, the highest field goal percentage on this Fairfield team right now.
Darien's going to roll with a lineup of both Drakes, Preston, Dahl, and Barber. Here we go. Drake gets man down, gives it to Preston, 20 seconds to go. And Trey, I think they're holding for the last shot. Oh, timeout there by Bentley. Trey, 13 seconds left. It looks like it's all going to come down to this. Where are you going if you're Darien?
I'm going to the points leader tonight, Carson Drake. If they put him on the court, of course. If not, I'm going to Miles Drake. One of the Drakes. That seems like the tag team duo that we've come to know the last 2 years. And they're both leading. Are they both leading their team in points?
Carson is. Miles is not. He's got 8. Carson, as we know,
interesting to see if they put Fiorita and Depp back out. They had Depp in, but not Fiorita.
Carson Drake has 15. Sorry for my pause. I was just calculating as we have the stat sheets in front of us. Drake has been Carson Drake has been really efficient tonight, only missing 2 shots from the floor. So, and Trey, if I'm Darien, I'm also going to Carson Drake, although he's going to have bets on him. Here we go, Trey. 10 seconds to go. Miles Drake with the ball. High screens. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. He's got to put it up. Foul called there with 1.1 to go. Foul on the floor, but Darien is in the double bonus.
Who's that foul on is my question. I think it's going to be on DeFons.
This and DeFons, yes. This is big here. Drake is shooting 2.
1.1 seconds left.
Can Drake play hero?
Essentially 1 and he wins. Or they win.
And he hits the first. They're up 1 with 1.1 to go. Drake hits the second, and it's a 2-point game with 1.1 to go. Does Warde have another big shot in them?
I don't know. 1.1 seconds is not a lot of time to get off a shot. They need to do a little touch and go here.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back in a minute. Back here on the DAF Media Network. Trey, I don't think we've ever called a game this close before.
No, and they're usually not this competitive, but Darien's a force to be reckoned with now. I've been impressed with what I've seen tonight. And I think Darien's going to be relevant for the next couple of years, especially with Miles Drake, Carson Drake, Jack Barber's young too, Simeon Dole's young.
Here we go. 1.1. Baseball pass. It's up. No good. No good. That ends the game. Preston is down on the floor, but Darien will pick up the win 42-40. An impressive game. Trey, what did you see out of this Darien team?
You know, I saw a much more confident team, much more comfortable team with themselves and each other, and I think that's basically why they pulled this game off. Was they're the more comfortable, confident team with each other, and I think we're going to see that for this year and next year.
So we're lucky. We're going to have the player of the game here. Carson Drake had an impressive night. 15 points, 6 of 8 from the floor, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. Carson, thank you for joining us. Carson, was the main offensive game plan to go through you, or is that just how it came out tonight?
I mean, we knew they had a smaller team, so we were trying to work it inside. And then, you know, offensive rebounds and stuff, that's just heart, that's just fighting for the ball. So, you know, credit to my teammates for giving me the ball.
Carson, almost a double-double tonight, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Did you want that last rebound, or were you just hoping for the win?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I want both, but obviously double-doubles are fun, but winning's more fun.
Carson, we'll let you get back to Darien's room over there. So thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Trey, that was such a great game that we saw. Miles Drake played the hero at the end with the 2 free throws to win it 42-40. I'm going to give one final shout-out to our production crew, our graphics guy, Braden Shank, our instant replay coordinator, Mackenzie O'Shea, our director, Sarah Bogdan, on the cameras, Luke and Will Damo. All of these guys have been doing such a great job here for the DAF Media Network. And our advisor is Damian Andrew. Trey Cahill, my color commentator. What a fun game to call.
I think this will definitely go down as one of the better games we have called, Ted.
Thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight. I'm Ted Brennan, signing off.